Welcome to DJMTV, where you get latest news updates. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. My lovely people, let's go there. Odubo locks horn with Adams Oshiomhole and Iyamo. Former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Dr. Pius Odubo, is at daggers drawn with Pastor Osagie Iyamo, and former National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, over their refusal to refund the money he spent during his bid for the chairmanship position of the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. A source who is familiar with the development said Dr. Odubo paid Oshiomhole hundreds of millions of naira to lobby the Senate leadership and members of the Senate committee that screened him for the NDDC top job. Now Odubo needs money to bury his father, who died last year. He is set to pay Governor Godwin Obaseki a visit anytime soon to invite him to the funeral ceremony. The source added, the former deputy governor had asked Comrade Adams Oshiomhole to refund all the money, or at least part of it, he invested in the failed NNDC chairmanship appointment as well as his failed ambition to become the APC gubernatorial candidate for the September 2020 election. The source, who wouldn't want his name mentioned, said Odubo wanted to give his father, who passed on in July 2019, a grand burial ceremony. He was waiting for the confirmation of his nomination as the chairman of the NDDC board so that he can use his status as NDDC chairman to attract the high and mighty in Nigeria to grace the occasion. But when the NDDC chairmanship thing did not work out, despite the millions of naira he gave to Adams Oshiomhole to lobby members of the National Assembly, Odubo postponed his father's funeral ceremony. He had hoped he would emerge the APC flag bearer at the party's primary election because Oshiomhole promised him the ticket. So he shifted the burial again and told us that he would do it when he becomes the governor of Edo State. You know, we had perfected plans to frustrate Governor Godwin Obaseki from our party, the APC, so Odubo was certain that with Obaseki out of the way, he would win the APC ticket and go ahead to win the governorship election. We didn't know that Pastor Osagie Iyamo would make a U-turn and find favor in the heart of Oshiomhole. Odubo's friend further said that the former deputy governor decided to bury the father after Oshiomhole was removed as the national chairman of the APC, and has since been asking Oshiomhole to refund the money he gave him, Oshiomhole, for the NDDC chairmanship job and the APC gubernatorial ticket, so that he can give his late father a befitting burial ceremony. Further checks with people in Odubo's village revealed that Odubo's father was a prominent traditional ruler in his village and in Ohiom, one local government area, hence deserves a high-budget funeral ceremony. For things that may happen to Oshiomhole if Obaseki wins election in September. The stage is set for the forthcoming Edo 2020 elections, which is scheduled to hold on Saturday, the 19th of September 2020. While the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has recognized 14 candidates to run in that election, the focus is on two major contenders in the persons of the incumbent Governor Godwin Obaseki of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), and Pastor Osagie Iyamo of the All Progressives Congress (APC). While the above persons have their supporters who will troop out to cast their votes to ensure victory for them, below are the four things that will happen to Mr. Adams Oshiomhole should Mr. Godwin Obaseki win a return ticket as governor of Edo State in the forthcoming elections. They are: 1. Court cases and trial. Without a doubt, Governor Godwin Obaseki may make Adams Oshiomhole to face a competent court of jurisdiction for alleged corruption charges. Though the Federal High Court in Abuja extended the interim order barring Governor Godwin Obaseki from arresting Mr. Adams Oshiomhole over his alleged indictment by a panel of inquiry, this issue may still be revisited. It will be recalled that Justice Ahmed Mohammed ordered all the parties involved in the matter to stay action till June 29, when the court would hear a motion challenging its jurisdiction to entertain an application Oshiomhole filed for the protection of his fundamental human rights. 2. Political irrelevance. One interesting thing that will happen should Obaseki win the governorship election under the People's Democratic Party in Edo State is that he will ensure Mr. Adams Oshiomhole goes into political irrelevance. The former APC chairman will not only lose his respect as a political strongman in the state, his name will no longer be associated with the political kingmakers as far as Edo State is concerned. We can remember how Adams Oshiomhole also sent the likes of Tony Aneni into political oblivion several years ago when he killed godfatherism in Edo State. 3. Distrust for APC in Edo State. Should Godwin Obaseki win a second term as the governor of Edo State under the platform of the PDP, without a doubt, the distaste for the APC in the state will move on to another level entirely. This is so because the achievements of Obaseki during the second term will create a distrust for the APC in Edo State. Truth be told, once Obaseki wins, APC should forget about Edo State for a long time to come. 4. The blame game. The blame game in the APC will be an interesting one to watch should Godwin Obaseki win a second term as governor under the platform of the PDP. This is so because everyone in the party will not only blame Mr. Adams Oshiomhole for the loss, they will attribute the decline in the support of the party to the power tussle that took place between him and Godwin Obaseki. What Godwin Obaseki started in APC and ended in PDP. The crisis rocking the ruling All Progressive Congress has raged for months and many of waters have passed under the bridge. Among the casualties is Governor Godwin Obaseki, as he was disqualified from the party's primaries for alleged certificate inconsistencies. His disqualification was masterminded by Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, the then national chairman of the party. It looked like the end of the road for him. Other casualties are Adams Oshiomhole, whose earlier suspension as the national chairman of the party was affirmed by the appeal court. It happened almost simultaneously with the disqualification of the incumbent governor. Just when he was celebrating his conquest, his own woe began. Oh, what an event! People didn't know what to expect as they wake up to hear a new twist in news. Senator Abiola Ajumobi is yet another causality, though his death may not be attributed to the crisis in the party, but for the fact that he was appointed the acting chairman of the party shortly before he took that ill which also took his life. He may also be deemed to have been consumed by the crisis as well. You can see that the crisis rocking the Noble Party has heated up the polity and wreaked a lot of havoc in the country. Much as these people are the casualties of the crisis, the only winner in the whole scenario is Governor Obaseki. He bounced back skillfully and turned the table around. In my people parlance, Obaseki's case is just like Ochi Nwe Okuko Nwe Ada, Nwe Okuko Nwe Ugwongwo Osho, meaning, if you're preoccupied with persecuting the innocent, you will fall, while the innocent will get away from your grip. Obaseki got away from the grip of Oshiomhole and ran into PDP, where he eventually clinched the Guba ticket of the opposition and other things that followed our story. He started the campaign to destroy godfatherism in the state, while in APC but completed it in PDP. You may ask, how did he do that in PDP? Was he the one who removed Oshiomhole? It's obvious that Obaseki's move prompted the stakeholders of the party to look into the crisis, which has lasted in Edo chapter of the ruling party. If the governor had remained in the party, the extent of the problem would have remained unnoticed. So leaving the to PDP by the governor exposed a lot about the overall fate of the ruling party. Their eyes were open to the past woes and the impending danger of allowing the former Labour leader to continue as the national chairman of the party. The incumbent governor of Edo State under the massive support of Edo people destroyed Oshiomhole's dominance. It's obvious from the recent National Working Committee, chaired by the president himself, the former national chairman of APC shamefully bowed out. The exit of Obaseki made all the difference as the stakeholders of the party couldn't sit and watch Oshiomhole destroy their party. With this, it is obvious his move stirred the party stalwarts to do the needful. Obaseki started the fight to liberate Edo State from the evil grip of the Godfathers but finished the work in PDP. The stakeholders were not moved as the governor battled for the soul of the party, but when he left, they realized they have lost a revolutionary leader, who was very impactful in the grassroots. Please share your view about this discussion. Do you think he actually completed what he started in another party? Let's have your view with in-depth analysis. Also do well to like, share and follow this account. Thank you for your support and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more. DJ LTV.